this is what I've been waiting for. I finally got to the this Luciferian here that, he's calling himself Eve. He's calling himself Eve because Eve came here to destroy the sheep. In other words, he's saying he's Satan, he's Lucifer. So, all right, fine. If that's what people believe he is, if you truly believe that, then just know that I'm coming against a Lucifer. And what's going to happen with Lucifer is he's going to get taken down. He is not going to believe it when it happens. That 3.5 day period, it's feeling a little bit more uneasy for Johnny here. Let me just let him explain how he's God in the flesh. And there's somebody out there that makes videos, like one after another, just like on a daily basis. I'm not sure exactly who that could be, right? But when someone is mentioning that in their video, try to think about who would it be that he's talking about that is filled with filled with demons for doing it, and basically he has no choice because it's like, wait till you get stuck in total horror, Robin. I mean, whoever's out there.
Vigorously judging down to up. So see, this is everything right now, guys. So he that is spiritual judgeth anacrino all things, yet he himself is judged of no man. So all those false prophet channels, all those lunatics, and I do mean God have mercy on them. If they thought they were crazy now, wait till they get stuck in a dimension that is eternal horror, because they've condemned themselves with their own tongues. That's why when I prayed at the beginning of this video, it's like, I don't hate those people. As a matter of fact, I wish I could fix it for them. I would if I could, but they were obviously predestined for the end they met, especially the ones that are such lunatics that they persist in doing more videos one after another. That's just a demon, because it's like doubling down on everything they have to. They have no choice. Anyway, so now look at this. So he that is spiritual judgeth all things, anacrino, vigorously discerning from down to up, yet he himself is judge, anacrino, of no man. For who hath known the mind of the Lord that he may instruct him? But we have the mind of Christ. Look, who hath known? It means to know absolutely.
I'm only at 6 days ago. Oh my God, dude. Oh boy. Right. So, I purposely went right there. Oh my goodness, that's the 5th one today. Well, there's the 6th one. It's 6. Man. Look, I can't ignore it. I just can't. The 144 is just popping in my eyes, like nonstop. And I'm not even looking at the damn clock. But this is me, my channel, Robin Henry Tees. And I only have, I don't know, like 23,000 subs. Jonathan J.Kleck has over 100 and something thousand. But I'm just going back to 6 days ago. I wonder if there's anybody out there that does videos day after day after day after day after day after day after day, multiple videos at a time at the end here because it's a marathon. Is there anybody else out there that's coming against Jonathan J.Kleck? Is there anybody else out there? Like, I know people are coming after Jonathan, and thank God for some of my subs email me about J.Kleck and basically just saying, like, take him down once and for all. And I had no freaking idea that this guy is has as much clout as he does now. I had no clue. Now that he does, I'm so thankful that I'm able to get on his ass and bother the shit out of him. Because he needs to be bothered. Again, I don't have a damn ounce of any type of proof whatsoever about anything that I say. I can just present my circumstantial evidence. But this is my urgency right now. to me, I mean, I would say this is day after day after day. And it's not just, no, nothing important. I'm gathering all of my evidence because I'm going to need it. I'm going to need it. So Johnny here.
Spiritual.
Johnny.
Non-carnal. See right here, I'm going to highlight that. Non-carnal. That is humanly ethereal as opposed to gross. Okay, so divinely supernatural regenerate. He that is spiritual judgeth all things. Look at the word judgeth.
Meaning him.
Anakrino again. To distinguished by vigorously judging down to up. So see, this is everything right now, guys. So he that is spiritual judgeth, anakrino, all things. Yet he himself is judged of no man. So all those false prophet channels, all those lunatics, and I do mean God have mercy on them. If they thought they were crazy now, wait till they get stuck in a dimension that is eternal. Because they condemn themselves with their own tongues. That's why when I prayed at the beginning of this, video, it's like I don't hate those people. As a matter of fact, I wish I could fix it for them.
Look, Johnny, in all honesty, I don't hate you either. I'm not showing any hatred. I just hate the deeds that you're doing. I hate the lies that's coming out of your mouth. And I hate the pride that's in your heart. I hate it beyond belief. But I don't hate you. Like when you finally do get the reality of what's actually happening here, that people are acting like individuals in the world that are actually real people, and you have people like yourself that's trying to take the place. When you finally get it, just think about it. When you finally get it, I already know where you're going to go. I already know that it's not like you're going to just turn to God and be 100% no lying. And it's not like you're all of a sudden going to have regard for women. I understand that you're still going to worship your God in the end. You're still going to have your bride of Christ in the end. But you're going to have a tremendous amount of respect for God. The true teachings of God. You're going to have a tremendous amount of respect for the teachings. Because before you didn't. Now you're getting a little taste of what it's like to be Stephen James DeShawn. Go ask him. He is beat down. I told you I'm a werewolf. And you're wearing your werewolf gear? You're a wolf. I'm wearing you down. It's affecting you big time because nobody's ever came at you this way. I know for a fact that I can get anybody's attention on YouTube. Anybody at all. All I got to do is get on them. You cannot ignore me. Just ask Stephen James DeShawn. The proof is the man, he can't wait until this is over. He's like, you know why he's being quiet right now? Because he doesn't want me to get on him. He doesn't want me to get on him. He's looking at you when he's seen that you caught my eye, and not in that way, just you caught my eye, Johnny. As soon as you caught my eye and Steve knew it, he's like, oh, thank God. Oh, man. You got Robin, get him. I need a break. So that's why his videos are like, he just has a dog chewing on a bone. He's showing his stinky feet. Ain't nothing pertaining to anything. He just basically shut down. And he's just watching the show like everybody else. This is manifesting in the flesh is what it's doing. You're just claiming to be the wrong flesh. You need to be put in your place. That's all. You have all this power. You have all this authority. You have all these images that people are worshiping. And I'm picking them apart, and I can see clearly that they're yours. And you want to tell us that they're yours. I have no problem with you telling the truth. I mean, I do understand why you got to lie, but in the end, you're not going to have to lie anymore. I'll be glad to look at your artwork. I love artwork. You know, it's something that we definitely have in common, that we can talk about different things in the world after this is over, just like with Stephen James DeShawn. When people can start telling the truth about everything and then reminiscing about how you guys knew before I knew, and then the way things just panned out, because there's so many things I just don't know about the Bible and the stories of it, but you guys do. And that's kind of what I'm looking for. Like, I really truly want to know everything about the scriptures in the end. But right now we're all fulfilling prophecy. All of us, everybody is. It's not just you, Johnny. All right? It's not. So start reading the Bible for the first time and stop using this this man-made somehow it translates water into semen. Yeah, I don't want anything to do with this kind of book that you got here. Let me see, what is it? This thing here. Yeah, you're making shit up. Like, isn't this some kind of dictionary? And isn't there a man that determines what a word means? So they put their own interpretation in here. This is such an easy way of getting people led Zeppelin astray, because it's foolishness. If you want to go by this, I'm not sure you can get some information out, but the way he's interpreting it, it's not the way it's supposed to be. You've never read the Bible, Johnny. You're only reading this and getting and putting in your own interpretation. Because this, in all likelihood, this is your book, and Gematria is Stephen James DeShawn's book. So this is a book of, I don't know what you would call it, book of lies, I guess, book of misinterpretations. And then Steve has the other book of, it's the book where you can tell you can tell the truth and lie at the same time. You can get the truth out there by writing it in there, but not claiming responsibility for writing it. But at least you get it out of your system telling the truth. That's the same thing that you do when you turn things upside down. You tell us the truth about your artwork, but then you won't take responsibility for it. I just want you to tell the truth, Johnny. That's, in all seriousness, that's all. Just start telling the truth. After you do your little jail time, I know you plan on putting me in there. I know the authorities are coming to my door. I know. I get it. But at least right now, instead of after 9/11 happens and then everybody starts predicting that it's going to be World War III, I've been saying this for a while now, and I see where you're at. I know your image is in that fire in Los Angeles, in LA, in California. Your images are all over the place. Yet the Sky show is coming up. The rapture should be taking place sometime Sunday morning, right? So would that be tonight, sometime tonight? Well, into the morning, 2:30 in the morning. We're going to see that and that 9/11 in Philly, and then we're going to see the star. Whether that's the star that you're going to blame it on, destroying Philly, probably. Others will say it's a missile. Others will say it's just bombs, and I'll say it's a holographic image. So that's what we're going to see. But before those events happen and I get locked up, my evidence is out there. It's out there. The people that have been watching me, that know that I'm just someone from the outside that's fed up with the bullshit and found a way to just hop on to a platform, get my voice heard for 2.5 years, and then step off. Like, I was so disgusted at all the lies, all these shootings and everything. I know it's fake. Can't prove it. But all I need to do is circumstantially prove it. And then just consistently make videos. Just keep doing it. Wearing you out. Wearing out the wolves. because I'm a werewolf. So I'll just wear you guys out until you submit to the truth. Nobody can come against me. You have all tried. That's why the next step is destroy Philadelphia, and then at the same time lock me up for whatever accusations you guys are going to try to put against me. It's fine. No matter what you try to do, I will guarantee it that I'll get right out. I don't know how. I just know that I will. I know that I will. I'm seeing Bible prophecy being fulfilled way too much to ignore it anymore. It's just happening. So before all these things do happen, the proof is out there. I've said it. Everything is being recorded. The people that are in high places, they are already, Stephen James has shown his heart has already changed. Look, no matter what you try to do, I don't care who you are, you can't stay mad at people. When you know for a fact that they're trying their best to do what they can, you can't stay mad at them if they're being honest. People that lie too much, you can stay mad. I can see why you would stay mad at someone. Relationships don't work out. When you're lying and you just can't tell the truth, you're disgustingly ugly. And you're constantly ugly. When you're telling the truth and you're kind-hearted, it's a little bit hard. I don't care if you're the top, a Luciferian here in the United States, you can't stay mad at that person. And you respect that person more than anybody that you've ever respected before in your entire life. If you want to be honest with yourself, that's how you're feeling right now inside. If you want to lie to yourself, you're going to feel like this. This guy here is the Saul that's coming to lock us up. He's acting like he's Paul, which even confirms even more, not that I didn't already know, that Stephen James DeShawn truly is the Saul, and he has already turned to Paul. I've said it before, he is the sheep in wolf's clothing. He's the one that's going to turn everybody back, because he's going to show his group over here, he's going to show them their sin. And I'm doing it too. I know Steve and James and Sean has my back 100%. I already know that for a fact. It's going to come to pass. It's going to be true. And the best way to get trust and people to believe you is to do it beforehand and then let it play out. Don't force anything on anybody. Just let it play out. It'll play out. And then when it comes to pass and it's true, there's no more denying it, because the ones that are on the inside looking out and they see who I am, that I am nobody. I don't have any connections anywhere. And I've never been promised a damn thing. I can just tell you now, I'm feeling it, how it's going to happen. I am feeling it big time. And it's going to pass. What Kleck is going through right now, he has this nervous twitch about him. Because you want to talk about being a thorn in someone's side, just go ask anybody else who's ever tried to come against me, try to make false accusations. They just get pounced down, and then they submit, and they give up. It's only words. I'm not really fighting anybody. It's just my words. That's it. I'm understanding now more and more how powerful they are. If you can see what's truly going on before it does, and you're not from the inside, don't you think that you would be getting the elite's attention, the ones that are watching? NSA, FBI, CIA, you guys are watching. This is really actually happening. It really is. Wait till you see the 9/11 come to pass. It's going to be something else. But the first 9/11, he has everything to do with. It's his money. It's his artwork that's printed on the back of that money that's being drawn to show the towers. And again, I'll give my subs credit. for coming up with those. Even just coming up with the theory alone puts it in my head. And then I take the theory and I go and search it out. And I see how he talks when he's talking about the money. He gives himself away where it's not my idea. Oh, yeah? Wasn't your idea to fold money up to show the artwork that you've been drawing? John, it's all true. You know in your heart that it's true, and so do all your colleagues. My regular subs, you guys don't know. I just thought of it just the other day when one of my subs emailed me about it, and I thought about it. I'm like, yeah. And I went and checked out this 9/11 Coming Again, one of his videos, and he's showing it along with all the artwork he's been showing. I didn't have any proof of anything with that Obama portrait. The way he was gloating over it gave it away. It's not about what these people say, it's about their actions. You can't take with their words and believe it. It's almost the exact opposite. Everything is turning upside down. So whatever he is saying, it truly is the exact opposite. So Johnny, look, I know what you're going to do. I know where you're going to be at. I know the events. I know that you're the artist. I know that you have the patents. I know that you have the clout. I know that you've set those things up in the sky and then afterwards you skydive down. I mean, that's got to be a great feeling to be able to set things up in the sky, control the air, and then skydive and just enjoy free falling in the parachute. Just be careful next time you jump off the airplane, Johnny. Just saying. Just be careful. The next time that you jump out of an airplane, you want to keep lying? 100%? Is your thoughts evil continually? Is this true? Or is it a lie? Am I lying? You know it's true. That's how you feel, Johnny. And you've just been, I don't know what happened in your life. You seem to have a pretty damn good life. I mean, you've made millions, gazillions of dollars. You free fall from the sky like a fallen angel. That's got to be pretty exciting. But just understand this. All that I want people to do is to stop lying. That's it. Just stop lying. There's no need to do it. You'll realize when you stop lying and you don't have to put on a front to people and hide like in the closet. You can come out. You can come out. You can be yourself. We're going to continue to worship our God, and they are going to continue to worship their God. But what's going to happen is there's an open sky peace treaty. That sky is going to open up. I said it a long time ago. That sky is going to open up. At first, I thought God was just going to zap it. Then I realized it's exactly what he's going to do. But I also realized that there has to be a message brought through someone's mouth to display that future event that's going to happen, and then speak it into existence. And then it will happen. It will happen. And you're the one that's claiming all the responsibility for it. I never knew. I thought, I thought Steve was, even though he is, but I'm just saying to take responsibility for it with the channel that you have. I mean, you got a big subscriber list there, 136,000 subs. But I'm going to take you down, Jonathan Kleck, from the sky. If you don't stop lying. Because one way or another, I know that you can create wind, but what about when wind actually passes by that you didn't expect? I would tell you to repent, for the day of the Lord is at hand, but I know you're not gonna. You're not going to repent right now. You're not going to stop sending your laser Johnny beams up in the sky, trying to scare people. You're a terrorist. You're harmless, but you're a terrorist. You're terrorizing people mentally. It ain't happening in my town. You ain't terrorizing people in my town. I have proof immediately. And I know you're going to try to take my shit, get me locked up, confiscate everything. You know, what you don't realize is Scotty Alpine, who's going to be tilling my land, he records every video. That's just one of the people that records every single video, amongst myself and many others, CIA agents, FBI, NSA. They are recording the videos. No matter what you do or say or try, they're going to get me out. They are the ones that are going to get me out if I go. When I get shut down, when I supposedly died for 3 days, when that supposedly happens after the 9/11 and you put me in prison, just know there's that 3.5 day period. And also know that there's another prolonged period. And also know that there's 3 weeks that goes by with no pleasant anything going on that's pleasant. There's 3 whole weeks of this war that's getting ready to pop off that you guys started. You guys started this shit, didn't you? Weren't you the ones that wanted to bring on this vision because you said what? God doesn't exist? Because he didn't do anything? He just sat back and just watched it all happen. And like he's not going to do anything in the end. Like he's not going to stop this shit from happening. You're going to keep lying and then, what, rule the earth for the next 1,000 years? It's not God's plan. His plan is to let everybody do what they want to do, free will, believe what you want, and in the end, he'll manifest and he'll make it happen and it'll be done. Then everybody knows that, oh, wow, God, you really do work through your people, man. I'll tell you. I mean, you really do work. You work through Robin pretty good. I mean, my goodness, I was pretty freaking drained. I was wondering what that verse meant, that Satan was going to do all this work in these last times. I didn't know it was true because I'm staying up. I only have 4 hours sleep, and I ain't fucking lying about that. I mean, Johnny ain't lying. No, he probably is. He probably gets no fucking sleep. He probably gets 0 sleep. He's literally losing sleep over somebody that makes videos all the fucking time. They have demons in them. Here's the difference between me and you. I have all the evidence I need, right? And I don't have to try to prove it before it gets proven out. You're doing everything you can to try to prove to people that you are Jesus Christ in the flesh. But you truly believe that you are Eve in the flesh, that you are the serpent. That's the whole point I'm making is Satan prefers women. All right? Satan has regard for women. You don't. You don't have regard for women, and your whole purpose is to turn everything upside down and to try to gather all your evidence that you have, all these, you try to act like they're coincidences and synchronicities. They're all set up. It's all artificial. Everything you're doing is artificial. The images in the sky are artificial. Your lifestyle is artificial. What you're behind the camera and in front or behind, you're artificial. I'd rather see Johnny as who you are. Like, who you are is who you are. It's not going to change. It's just you're going to have a different perspective of what Christ truly is, and a different perspective of what Satan really is. And to know that both of them come together in the end, in the flesh, and work together and settle things. The whole world was deceived by Satan. He just offers you the world. You're not supposed to take it. I'll wait for the proof to just take its time. And once all the evidence is gathered together and the time comes, that's when I say, that's the time where I'll leave those things in God's hands. But for the majority of the things, I'm not waiting for him to fix anything. I don't like it myself. So I'm going to do the best job that I can to change it. I'm not just going to sit back and wait for him to handle it. But timing, yeah, I've learned timing. I got to wait. I got to wait. I'm pretty patient, but I wish things would happen a lot faster than they did. But now I'm seeing it, and the purpose of it is it's perfect. It's perfect. Just the way it's happening. The way that I don't really know the entire scripture and what people are supposed to do and I don't know. You guys know. That's why you're playing it out to the T. But your vision's going to fail. It's going to fail because in the end, I'm just going to leave all the evidence that I collected over these 2.5 years in God's hands. It's in God's hands. There's not one video that, even the ones I deleted, they're all there. They've all been recorded. That's what someone's job is. Once I finally got the attention of people, I don't know how soon it started, but within the first 6 months, I got Stephen James and Sean's attention. I did. And then now I got yours. I mean, I've had yours, but now you're to the point where probably your last video, so you're finally gonna say something about that guy that's been making videos all the damn time. So what you do is you try to force your truth before it can be proven because you can't prove it. I'm not gonna force my truth. I'm just gonna let it be seen afterwards when time goes by because it can be proven.
Persecuting me, it's hard for you to kick against the pricks. He said, look, I am Jesus. See it? Look, I am. Look at the word right here. I exist. See right there. I am. So Jesus says, I exist. I am Jesus. It's hard for you to kick against the pricks. He said, I am. Look, I am Jesus. See it? Look, I am. Look at the word right here. I exist. See right there. I am. So Jesus says, I exist. I am Jesus. It's Hebrew word 410. Look right. Greek 410. Look at it.
Don't you love how he acts like he's quoting scripture, but he's really trying to just tell you that he is Jesus Christ?
Greek 410.
Here's the date again. October 15th.
1510. I'm sorry. 1510.
October 15th.
I am the angel of the church